Hello, hello, hello. Another day. Range Rover's full of fuel. Not quite got an empty trailer, but we will have once we've been to the scrapyard. Had to strip that for the engine and gearbox, and then we're off to collect something else. Another auction purchase. So come along and see what we get. So why the Jag? Well, I've wanted a Jag for a long time, this kind of shape. I wanted a V12, but they're notoriously expensive to run, and very hard to come by now, and quite expensive. So, as you've seen before, I buy cars on Copart. This is now the third one. Copart auctions start at midday, so I have a little reminder on my phone to go off at 12 o'clock every day to log on and see what's happening. Now normally you can look a few days before and see what's coming up, put cars in your watch list, place early bids on them, but normally I do it the night before, but this time I forgot. So my alarm went off, opened up the Copart app. The auction at my local centre had started, and this was car number 3, so I didn't have any time to check it over, as in look at history. All I really did was quickly flick through the pictures, look at the very minimal description you get, and then I just bid for it. So my bid went in. Because it was obviously the third car on the auction, it was pretty much instantaneous. So the bid went in. My bid was £325. That was only preliminary because either it was a private entry or there was a reserve on it or whatever. But I did get a counter bid of £650, so twice. I declined and stayed at £325, and after about 4 or 5 hours it got accepted. So £325 worth of Jaguar. It's a V8 3.2, full service history, 116,000 miles, on a 98R. Looks better than it is, in all fairness. I'll show you. We've got a home repair there. We've got a home repair there. You probably can't see it because it's wet, but the lacquer on the roof, you can see sort of bits there, is terrible. Looks like someone's gone over it with a Stanley knife. I think that's just the way it's aged. The boot lid seems to be okay. The back end is okay. That rear arch is just starting to blister. It's alright down there. And then the front arch again has a home repair that needs sorting. The bonnet's okay, but the wing tops have done the same, as you can probably see there. So yeah, it does state that it has gearbox fault light on, but with a bit of investigation and speaking to a Jaguar man, I shouldn't worry about that yet, because the battery was flat, and by flat it had literally nothing in it. It was dead as a dodo. So we've put a new battery on. The Jag man has told me, you might be able to correct me if I'm wrong, but the Jag man has told me that you need to put the battery on, leave it for 24 hours for everything to get back to full usage, disconnect the battery, join the positive and negative terminals together of the car, not the battery obviously, because that would be silly, and then that drains out all the power stored in the ECUs and things like that. Then connect it all back up and see where you are with that, and then if need be plug it in. So here it is. Hopefully it will start. It should do. There we go. Nice V8. Needs fuel, obviously. It's a V8. 116,000 miles. There you go. Bizarrely, we have no warning lights now. I did a minute ago when I moved it, but there's nothing now since the battery's gone on. So, ooh, fingers crossed. So we've got obviously climate control. We've got the radio. Probably needs the code. Yeah. Got the book here. Obviously, all the books with full service history in it. What's that? Ooh, sunglasses holder. So yeah, so at the moment, especially now the lights have all gone off, I can't really find much wrong with it. So, well, now the lights have gone off, let's see if it moves. Doors are locked. Oh, there's a bit of a transmission jump there. Ah, look, it still says gearbox fault, so that's come on since we moved it. Okay. So it could be a gearbox fault, but obviously it could also be the fact that since the battery's died, it needs sorting out. So we'll have to see, get it plugged. Well, I need to disconnect the battery, obviously, as the expert has told me to. I've only just sort of put it on, so I need to leave it today, disconnect it, connect the wires together like he said, and leave it for 24 hours, and then we'll put it back together, start it up, and then plug it in and see what's what. But at the moment, for me 325 quid, I'm not too worried. If it is a gearbox fault, I don't know how expensive gearboxes are or what, but I suppose we can look into it if we need to. So for now, this is the Jaguar. I will update you as and when, but for now I'll end this one here. So if you want to see more crap cars like Jaguars, Rovers, Land Rovers, things like that, like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you again in another video. But for now, see you later.